State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and/or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious purposes. And I will also ask that you keep your devices on mute until your name is called. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to Judge. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. What I'm going to try to do is get you out as fast and efficiently as possible. I'm going to try to get you out in the order that you came in. I'm going to start with the reviews. This is the City of Detroit for Victor Maurice Lindsay, case number SP 103-99191. Mr. Lindsay, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Victor Lindsay.
Today is the date and time set for a review. You paid your obligation. I'm going to dismiss your case, sir. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day. If you don't have any further questions, you are free to leave.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. The City of Detroit versus Trevor Adam Orman. Case numbers SP 5276261. Mr. Orman, state your name for the record, please.
Trevor Orman, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for review. This was taken under a 6-month delayed sentence. At this time, see you paid your obligation. I'm going to dismiss the case, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. You as well, Your Honor. Have a blessed one.
Good. Is Mr. Lee there, Daywan Lee?
Yes, Your Honor.
I still haven't received the information yet.
I emailed it from the email.
Let's see. It hasn't come to me yet, so let's give it a few more minutes and then I'll get you out of here as soon as I see it, all right?
Okay, sir.
Anybody else here for a review? Is Mark Lane here? Is Tyree Grayson here? Is William Goodwin here? Alexander, Gillespie Alexander? Giovanni Garcia. Let's start off with, I'm gonna get the House councils going, and then we will get with the retained matters. Did we get a advice or right from Mr. Grant?
Yes.
This is the City of Detroit. All right, each is supposed to be here. This is the City of Detroit versus Isaac Robert Grant. Case numbers.
Hello.
Who's got the, that's Mr. Grant in the back. He's outside. Case numbers SP (1035723) counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 104-30191, SP 11633-271, SP 1644715 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1680561, SP 823337 counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1, strike that, SP 963643 counts 1 and counts 2. State of Michigan versus Isaac Robert, case number SX4475815, count 1. Let's see about 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Grant.
Isaac Robert Grant.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a trial on the one matter. That's a trespassing case. But on the other matters, they're in warrant status for purposes of arraignment on the warrants, Counselor.
Your Honor, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. We'll give him a $0 bond. You have your ink pen ready, Counselor?
Ready, Your Honor.
Unregistered, untitled. License and problem. No insurance misdemeanor. License and prop. License and prop. Drove while license suspended. Repeat offender. No insurance misdemeanor. Registered untitled. License and prop. No insurance misdemeanor. Drove while license suspended. No insurance misdemeanor. And a no ops. Mr. Grant, Mr. Berry's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room and have a conversation with them. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
He's in the room, Mr. Berry. Let's pass the matter. Is Joe, Mr. Gibson here? Janon Gibson?
Jonah Gibson.
Jonah Gibson, I'm sorry. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Jonah Gibson, case number SP 17229-601. Appearance for the record, please.
For the record, Your Honor, good morning, Melissa Vinak, P53750, appearing on behalf of Jonah Gibson.
All right, Mr. Gibson, can you state your name for the record, please?
Jonah Gibson.
All right, there's the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. Mr. Gibson, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Vinak. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. breakout room 5, Ms. Vinek, and, Mr. Gibson.
Thank you.
Join the room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out.
Thank you.
Wasn't interpreted first already. No, I can't get in contact with him, so I don't know.
All right, Ms. Garcia Greer.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good morning. Did I get the pronunciation correct?
Gervasia Greer.
Gervasia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is the City of Detroit versus Gervasia Greer. Case number SP 108-48961, SP 156-84081, SP 156-93701. Appearing for the record, please.
Karen Harris, P72832, on behalf of Ms. Greer. Ms. Greer, please state your name for the record.
Gervasia Greer.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Ms. Harris, give Ms. Greer an updated offer. Keep in mind, Ms. Greer, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's gonna get you an updated offer. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay.
Join the room, please.
Your Honor, was there a request for an appointed attorney?
No, I don't see. It was a request for an appointed attorney.
Do we know who that attorney is?
I do not. Let me see if the form is not in here. So I don't know what happened with that. All right, let's pass the matter. I guess we're gonna have to get an appointed attorney. All right, who's ready as far as retaining counsels are concerned? Oh. Mr. Berry, are you ready?
Ready as to Mr. Grant, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client seeks a bench trial date and he will represent himself.
All right, is that what you want to do, Mr. Grant?
Yes.
Well, the trial date will be July the 15th, 2025 at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, sir, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Okay, you said July 15th?
Yes.
And it's gonna be a Zoom again?
Yeah, it can be Zoom.
Okay. Okay,
Right,
so,
wish you the best of luck, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
you too, thank you.
Okori Chuendu, did I get the pronunciation correct?
Yes, Okori Chinedu.
Can I, this is the City of Detroit versus Chuendu Okori. Good morning to you. Case number SP 172-01612, SP 172-01631. Mr. Berry, appearing for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Okori.
Chinedu Okori.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Berry, give Mr. Okori an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Okori, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right? We'll put you in a breakout room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. Let's pass the matter. Ms. Harris, what are you gonna do with Ms. Greer?
I think we're waiting to see who her assigned attorney is.
Okay.
Let's pass the matter. Christian Gibson.
Good morning. Yeah, she's back. She went down to the ED to check on Dixon. Yeah.
Is that?
Then she said she needed.
Hold on a second, Ms. Lampkin. Mr. Gibson.
Yes.
Good morning. You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be, your next court date is August the 14th at 8:30 in room 336. August the 14th in room 336. 8:30. Okay. That's Mr. Gibson. Did you hear that, Mr. Gibson? All right, I don't know what's happening with him, Mr.
Yes, I heard that, sir. Thank you.
All right, be safe.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Dupree, good morning to you. Your client is here. I have a login. I'm gonna put login in breakout room 11. Mr. Login, join 11. Your client is here. Your attorney is here.
Thanks, Judge. I've also got a Judy Perkins up today, but I don't see her yet.
Let me move her to 12. Let me move women to 19.
Okay.
To 19.
Thanks, Judge.
All right.
Judge Perkins.
Yes.
I'm ready on Mr. Lopez, but there's a new file I was going to ask if the court could pull, and we have a resolution on all the matters.
What's your client's name?
Giovanni Lopez.
Let me get Ms. Harris started. Ms. Ling Longino here.
Yeah.
Good morning, Martel Longino.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, did I get the pronunciation correct, sir?
Yeah.
That would be yes.
Yes.
All right. This is City of Detroit versus Martel Longino, case number SB 172-19801, 172-19971, 172-20501. Appearance for the record, please, Ms. Harris.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Martel Longino.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Harris is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with her. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Send Ms. Garcia out, Ms. Harris. Join the room. Okay, Ms. Greer, we're gonna get you an attorney. We're waiting on an attorney to be appointed to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Lopez, Giovanni Lopez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. This is the City of Detroit versus Giovanni Lopez. Case number is SP 1672012, counts 1, 2, 3. SP 1728752, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 172867641. Appearance for the record, please.
Joseph Pernicano, P84918, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez, state your full name for the record, please.
Giovanni M. Lopez.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. We do have a resolution and where my client is going to be pleading to an added count of speeding on the limited access road, 6 to 10 miles per hour over the limit. And all 6 of the original matters are to be dismissed. He does have a valid Michigan driver's license as well as a valid Michigan registration and plates on his vehicle.
All right. And, this is including the new case in SB 172 cases, right?
Yes, Judge.
All right. You want to take the deal, Mr. Lopez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf, Counselor?
Yes, Judge, so stipulated.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated.
All right, you said 6 to 10?
Limited access. Yes, Judge.
Limited access 6 to 10. That's going to be, I'm going to find your client responsible for the amended count of limited access 6 to 10, $135. Dismiss the other matters. When can you pay?
You can pay today, Your Honor.
All right. Pay it today. We'll give you until tomorrow to make sure it gets in here. 624. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the City of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it. If you don't have anything further, sir, I wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day to you and your staff.
All right, done. Are you done, Mr. Perkins?
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right, be safe. All right, everybody be good. Mr. Devon Lee, I still haven't received that email. I'm still looking. You might want to check it. I'm going to check to see if I put the right email address in there. It looks as though I did. So you might want to check it again. All right. So
Your Honor.
who's next?
Your Honor.
Yeah.
2 things. Your email address has 2 different endings. So if he has the second one, he may not have the right one.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. It's .org. Thank you for, so I didn't put the second time in there right, Mr. Lee. Is he still here? Oh, no. Yeah, he's still here. He's still, all right. Who's ready?
And
Ready?
Mr.
I'm
Longino
ready.
indicates he may have requested an attorney, so I just needed the court to confirm.
I don't think he has. I think this is his first time being. Who's ready?
Ready as to Mr. Okori, Your Honor.
And I'm ready as well. Jonah Gibson.
And Your Honor, I'm ready as well on my matter.
Jonah Gibson has not come out. No. What's going to happen with Jonah Gibson?
Dismissal, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the floor to Mr. Jonah Gibson. Mr. Gibson, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, this is a dismissal for providing valid documentation.
That is correct, Your Honor. Again, for the record, Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Jonah Gibson. Mr. Gibson did provide proper documentation, shared same with the city attorney. And Your Honor, at this time, we do move for dismissal due to compliance.
All right, Mr. Gibson, your matter is dismissed. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, this is the city of Detroit, Mrs. Vinek versus Shakita Renee Gardner, case number SP 137-51902, SP 162-31611. Here for the record, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Shakita Renee Gardner.
Gardner, good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Shakita Renee Gardner.
All right, good morning. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Gardner, we'll put you in a breakout room with Ms. Vinek. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room. Let us know what you want when you come out.
Thank you.
Officer Bradfield, good morning to you. I'm sorry. Is Officer Bradfield still here? Let's sign off. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Charlene Marie Gross, case number Z8095361. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Ms. Gross. Ms. Gross, can you please state your full name for the record?
Charlene Marie Gross.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Date and time set for a pre-trial. What about testing? Has your client been compliant with the testing?
Yes, Your Honor, she has been.
And do you know any of the results or what?
Your Honor, they have all been negative. She has been in compliance with this court's order for bond conditions.
The probation officer.
Ms. Gross, what probation officer have you been assigned to?
Thomas.
Okay, Officer Thomas. All right. I'm going to show. Do you know how your client wants to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually had an opportunity to speak with the city attorney for this matter, and we had a discussion, and we have agreed to, well, we will ask this court for a further adjournment, Your Honor. Based off of our discussion, we believe that further information could result in a better offer for my client. So we will ask this court to grant us a 3-week adjournment, Your Honor, to get an assessment completed.
It's going to put us very close to outside of our time. why don't we set this matter for trial with the understanding that you're going to do the assessment and the assessment. I guess after that's complete, you're going to present that to the prosecutor's office. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
I'm going to set it for trial on July the 15th. Hopefully we can get something done before then. If not, I do understand that that you did request that for the assessment, but I'm just going to try to push this along quicker, all right?
Absolutely, Your Honor. And again, we will work diligently to have everything completed by then.
All right, very well. If there's nothing further, Miss, I'm going to check with Miss. I'm going to check that testing, man. If there's something different than what's been put on the record, I'm going to have to call your attorney and have you back in here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, I wish you good luck. Have a very good rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's next? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Okori. Mr. Okori, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's offer to enter a plea to blocking traffic, blockading, as to the improper lane use ticket and the insurance matter to be dismissed.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an act of factual basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf, counselor.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
All right, with that stipulation, I'm going to find your client responsible for the admitted count of blocking traffic, $175. When can you pay it, sir? Corey, when can you pay $175?
Today.
All right, I'm going to give you till tomorrow to get it in here, pay it in DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If you don't have anything further, sir, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good day.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Ms. Greer, Mr. Boffman, Mr. Boffman, is that Ms. Greer? Was that your client?
It is, Your Honor. Ms. Greer and Ms. Long.
So she was already appointed to you, right?
Yes.
All right, she needs to speak with you. I'm gonna put Ms. Greer in breakout room 10. Ms. Greer, join breakout room 10 and wait on Mr. Boffman, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Can we also place Ms. Long in room 9?
Ms. Long, I'm gonna put you in room 9. Wait on Mr. Boffman. Good morning to you. All right. Jeffrey Lee who's got Jeffrey Lee?
I just sent you a message, Jeff.
Judge, forgive me. The Ms. Greer in room 10 is not my client.
India, well, that's your client now. They were just assigned to you.
Understood.
All right. What about Antonio Gali? Who's what house counsel is available?
I am available, Your
I'm
Honor.
available. Either one.
Very good. This is the city of Detroit versus Antonio Gali, case number SP 108-13461, SP 116-0950, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 133-29531, appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gali.
Mr. Gali, are you there? You have to unmute yourself, sir. For some reason, you spoke. earlier today.
Yeah.
It's not
Unmute, sir.
Antonio Gali.
He may not know that you all are talking to him.
All right, let's pass it then. Make it a few of the House councils going, and I'll get the retained council. Give me 1 minute. Jeffrey Lee. Who is Jeffrey Lee's client? All right, he was there. Okay. Joseph Logan. Logan is somebody else's client. Okay. Roger Lewis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good to you. City of Detroit versus Roger William Lewis, case number SP 1649646, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1649641, SP 122, strike that, SP 1722694, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1722734, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lewis.
Roger William Lewis.
Right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Berry, give Mr. Lewis an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right? Join the room, please. Pass the matter. Frank Larkin.
Yes.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me get your file.
Take your time.
City of Detroit versus Frank Cass Larkin, case number SP 1722441, SP 1723321. Here is the record, please.
Frank Cass-Larkin, Melissa Vinek, P53750.
Mr. Larkin, good morning to you. State your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Frank Cass-Larkin.
All right, good morning. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Mr. Larkin, Ms. Vinek is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, have a conversation with her, let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay? Join the room, please. Let's pass the matter.
Thank you.
Are we ready on Gardner? What happened with Gardner?
We are ready on Gardner, Your Honor. Miss Gardner, Shakita Gardner is in compliance. She did tender appropriate documentation. I did share same with the city attorney.
Let's go back on the record for Gardner, Shakita Gardner, Ms. Gardner. I understand you provided valid documentation. I'm going to dismiss your case, ma'am. I'm going to waive the warrant fee. If there's nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you, all right?
Thank you so much, Judge. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Harris, do you have anyone?
I was ready on Mr. Longino. He was requesting an attorney.
Let's go back on the record for Mr. Longino. Mr. Longino, you want an appointed attorney, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna mark the file, need appointed attorney. I'm gonna ask you to answer the calls you don't recognize. Hopefully, one of those calls will be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney by the next court date, we're gonna get one appointed to you on the spot, okay?
Okay.
All right, next court date is gonna be a pre-trial on July the 15th, 2025 at 8:30. If there's nothing further, Mr. Longino, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
You said July 15th at what time?
At 8:30.
8:30. Is it the same Zoom number?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, sir.
You too.
All right. Ms. Harris, is Odell is gone. What about Goldsby? Is Goldsby here?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Morning to you, sir.
It's somewhere quiet over here.
Versus, is that religious headgear you have on your head, sir?
No, sir, just a headscarf. I'm sorry, my hair just kind of messed up here. Sorry.
City versus Brian Goldsby, case number SP 172222621. Record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Goldsby, please state your name for the record.
Brian Goldsby Jr.
See if the prison services in the file. One to your service day is the date of time set for a pre-trial. I'm gonna pick it, break it off with Ms. Harris. He does owe a old expired plate ticket 222, Ms. Harris. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Ms. Harris. She's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you're absolute right to trial. Join the room, please. All right, let's pass the matter. Mr. Retain matters ready? Any retained matters ready? Okay, let's go. Is Roger Lewis ready, Mr. Berry?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Roger Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date so that he might return with documents.
This keeps lingering. Why does this keep on? All right, we're going to get a trial date, and this will be the last. It's going to be settled on this date, July 15th. Mr. Lewis, if you don't have anything further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you. Which day is it, sir?
July the 15th at 9 a.m.
July the 15th? Okay.
Yes. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Berry, let's call it. This is the City of Detroit versus Darren Gray. Case number is SP 140-39993, SP 142-0621, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 154-0430, counts 1, 2, 3, SP 155-96702, SP 1672486, counts 2 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gray.
Darren Gray.
Good morning to you, Mr. Gray. So I have Officer Tapio is here. Try to pull him out. I have Officer, I don't know if Officer Gonzalez is here. Officer Tapo, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can you state your name, badge number, and department for the record for Mr. Darren Gray?
I'm Officer Tapo, badge 491, Detroit Police Department.
Let's see who this is on this Motorola. The windows cut off for officers, but this Motorola came in before. Do we have, Officer, Motorola, Moto G? Can you unmute yourself, start your camera, and state your name, please?
India Greer.
That's India. Okay. I don't believe that there's any other officers here, Mr. Berry. I don't see an Officer Harris. And I do not see an Officer Lisa Tooth. Tooth is here. Tooth is here. I'll bring her out. And is there Officer Bradford? Officer Bradford. All right, I don't see an officer. Is there an Officer Gonzalez? So I don't see an Officer Gonzalez. I don't see an Officer Harris, and I don't see an Officer Bradford. Get Mr. Gray an update. Keep in mind, Mr. Gray, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Officer Latouf, are you there?
Good morning, yes.
Let's also call SP 1672486, counts 1 and 2 into the record as well. All right, can you state your name, badge number, and department for the record, please?
Officer Lisa Latouf, badge 222, Detroit Police Department.
Why don't you get this Mr. Gray an updated offer, Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, we'll put you in a breakout room. Today is the date and time separate. Join the room, please.
Okay.
All right, let's pass the matter. Who are we ready on? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Larkin. Mr. Larkin, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, your client, what's your client want to do?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, I believe that Mr. Larkin understands his trial rights. And at this time, Your Honor, there is a resolution for Frank Cass Larkin. At this time, Mr. Larkin will be tendering a plea to a reduced charge on ticket ending in 3821. There would be a reduced charge to improper plates. In exchange for that, ticket ending in 4441, the driving on the cell phone, Your Honor, would be dismissed.
You want to take the deal, Mr. Larkin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Vinek went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to May the 6th, 2025, around 8:37 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Illinois and Buena Vista. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce valid driver's license.
Yes.
Couldn't do, I mean, strike that. Officer asked you to produce valid insurance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
Yes. It had stopped. My insurance stopped in May. Stopped May 1st, I believe.
All right, very well. Find your client guilty of the improper plate, $240 if you fine. Dismiss upon payment of the stipulated probable cause. I'll dismiss the other matter now.
So stipulate, Your Honor. Thank you.
240, when can you pay it, Mr. Larkin?
By Saturday.
Saturday. Pay it, make sure, come on back on the July the 3rd. If it's paid by then, we'll dismiss the case. If it's paid, you don't have to come back. If you paid it, did that kiosk in the city of Detroit, told you can upload, you did that after your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If you pay it one of those two ways, then it'll go through instantly. You don't have to come back. But if I don't see it paid, I need to see you. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Okay, Your Honor. Just one question. How do I go about paying it? Like download the app and just type my name in?
Yeah, DIVDAT. I haven't done it before, but I imagine it's simple as that. DIVDAT, or go to one of the did that kiosk. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
Mr. Larkin, you can also come down to the 36th District Court if you have issues with the DIF kiosk to pay it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Goolsby. You have valid documentation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. He also had valid registration. Not sure if the court was gonna remove that default from that matter.
That's a super old ticket there. He's gonna have to pay that $222. If it was related to this case, I wouldn't have any issue with removing it, but that's gotta be 2 years old or more.
Your Honor, if I may speak.
You may.
Yes, I did have valid plates and insurance. I don't know what happened with my court date. I think that was last year or year before last. Like I said, I don't know what happened with it. My insurance got dismissed, but I think they still said that I had improper registration or something. But I had all that stuff when I went to court, but I don't know why I didn't get dismissed. So, I mean, I know I still owe it, but I mean, my stuff was valid, but I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I still have the old registration if I need to upload that at some time, but I know today is the day, but.
When did you come in? You came in and did that?
Yes, sir. I actually came down to the court. And one ticket, like I said, that was the insurance. They dismissed that one. And they said they were going to dismiss the other one too as well. But like I said, next thing I know, I had got the bill for it. So I don't know. But I did have valid paperwork that day.
I'm gonna give you a break this time, sir. I'll dismiss both of them for providing valid documentation.
Thank you very much.
I do see on the record that it was an insurance ticket and they only charged them the $25. I do recognize that.
Yeah, I did pay that ticket. That was earlier this year.
If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
You as well. Thank you very much.
All right, who's ready?
Judge, I'm ready. On
Which one are you ready on, Mr. Barr?
the Miss Gervisia Greer.
All right, let's go back on the record.
I'll be right back, Mr. Beck.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Greer. Ms. Greer, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Judge, would you please assign this matter for a trial date? The defendant pleads not guilty at this time. I do have her information. I'm going to send that to the clerk at the end of today's session for MIDC appointment.
Very well, Ms. Greer, I'm going to give you a trial date of July the 15th. July the 15th at 9 a.m., ma'am. If it's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor. Oh,
Judge, we are ready on Dwanika Long.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor,
On the
both
H-
Greers thought that you were speaking to them, so I just didn't want.
No, that's for
to-
Basia Greer.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yes, have a good day. All right, on the HP matter, HP, I just let you in the room. Can you start your video, turn your camera on, and state your name, please? HP. I'm sending you the prompt. Okay, good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
What is your name, please? I'm well, thank you.
Judy Griffin.
Judy Griffin.
That's my client, Judge, and we're ready on it.
8:30.
Let me get Long. Good morning, Ms. Long.
Good morning.
City of Detroit versus Juanita Long, case number SP 170790551. For the record, please. Mr. Baldwin. All right. I don't know what happened. All right, let's pass the matter.
Hello.
Yeah, but Mr. Bachman is not responding now, so.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Bachman, state your name for the record for Juanita Long.
Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. She's already stated her name, Your Honor. She's ready and been advised to plead guilty. There's a 90-day delayed sentence recommendation. She understands the meaning of that.
You want to take the deal, ma'am?
Yes.
Raise your right hand, please. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
You put your hand up. Understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or right. Break out one did not. Mr. Bachman went over your other advice or right to break out one, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Have any questions about those rights?
No, I don't have any questions.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to April the 8th, 2025, at around 4:24 p.m. City of Detroit in the area of Illinois. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you in a motor vehicle, ma'am?
I can't hear you.
You in a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Were you smoking more marijuana in that motor vehicle?
No.
I didn't hear the factual basis.
We can't take the deal.
Oh, okay.
It says on the ticket here, Mr. Baughman, passenger smoking marijuana in motor vehicle. Driver admitted was her passenger strong smell of burnt marijuana coming from the vehicle. Kids under 16 in vehicle.
So, Runner, can you allow me a minute to just re-advise my client?
All right, Mr. Officer Martin. We bring Officer Martin out. Officer Martin, good morning to you. Can you state your name, badge number, and department for the record for long, please?
Officer Joshua Martin, badge 4091, Detroit Police Department, 10th Precinct.
Good morning to you. All right, I'm gonna go back in the breakout room, Ms. Long, and speak with Mr. Baughman. I can't take the deal. You indicated to the court that you did not, that you were not smoking, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be right back.
All right. All right, anybody ready?
Ready as to Mr. Gray, Your Honor.
Mr. Greer?
Gray.
Gray, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's current offer, which is to enter a plea to 1 count of failure to display and 2 counts of improper plates. The balance to be dismissed.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Gray?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down, sir. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Let me see what we have here. Let me draw your attention back to January the 11th, 2024 at around 8:42 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 7 Mile and Hawthorne. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you in a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license and insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
You could not do either, could you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why is that?
I do not have it. My driver's license is suspended still, Your Honor.
And was there something wrong with the plate on the vehicle, sir?
I believe so, Your Honor, yes.
And that what was wrong with it?
It was an improper plate, Your Honor.
And how was it improper?
It was just an old plate from an old car.
And it didn't belong to that vehicle, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna find your client guilty of the amended counts of failure to display for not having a valid driver's license, amended count of improper plate for not having the valid insurance, and as charged to the improper plate, for the wrong plate being on the vehicle. Stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, what are you doing with yourself, sir, as far as working is concerned? Are you working in school or anything?
Yes, I have a full-time job. I work from home. I'm actually clocked in right now. I'm just they allowed me to be out until I finish this.
Because you owe a lot of money here to the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Yes, I get paid every 2 weeks, and I can do a payment every 2 weeks. I'm doing basically I'm paying 4 courts at a time. That's the only reason that it is still suspended, because I'm doing the 4 courts out of every check every 2 weeks until I resolve the balance for all of you guys. But I have not missed any payments.
All right, because of your age and, you know, I want to see you get a valid license, I'm only going to fine you for these 2. Now, this is the only break I'm going to give you, sir. You need to get this stuff together, and you need to pay this no insurance proof of $288. If you pay that, then you can potentially set yourself up to get a valid driver's license. I'm going to give you 30 days to either pay this stuff. I'm gonna put it at matter in review, pay this stuff, or get into a payment plan. Come back on the 23rd of July, and let's make sure you've got some movement on that. I'll dismiss the improper plate upon payment.
How much do I have to pay, Your Honor, in total?
A lot of money. You gotta look it up on the whatchamacallit. Right here, I see $2,030, but it's gonna be more than that. I'm waiving the warrant fees. I'll do that for you as well. If there's nothing further, so it's gonna be close to, yeah, maybe a little under that 2,000 now. I waive the warrant fees, but you're digging yourself further and further in a hole, sir. So I hope you get it together. Come back on the 23rd of July, and we'll see where you're at. All right, payment plan. He did that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to did that after your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it. I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Lee, join the breakout room. See if you can help him, Ms. Harris.
Yeah, Judge.
Yes.
Jeffrey Lee, my client, that Lee is ready to go. I hope he didn't leave.
Is Jeffrey Lee here?
Yes.
All right. I didn't get any update on his testing. Is there a probation officer here for Jeffrey Lee?
Yes, Judge. As far as I'm concerned, he's indicated that he's continued to be clean.
Yeah, I know that. That's what he indicates, but we've all seen that before. Call probation down in here and get this.
He needs to have what in his drug court.
This is the city of Detroit. Somebody's thing is this. This is the city of Detroit versus Jeffrey Lee. Case number Z8094821. Can we get a probation department down here for Jeffrey Lee? Yes. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Melita Barrett on behalf of Jeffrey Lee. Judge, the plea offer for him to plead to the reduced charge of driving while visibly impaired, and he wants to waive his rights and accept that plea off.
You want to take the deal, Mr. Lee?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, I do, sir.
Ms. Barrett went over your other advice or rights and breakout room, did she not? Did Ms. Barrett go over your other advice or rights?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking a deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, I do.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to September the 23rd, 2024, around 6:31 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Davidson and Linwood. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I did.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, I was.
Officer asked you to produce a ballot. Strike that. Did you have some alcohol prior to or during the operation of that motor vehicle?
Yes, I did.
What kind of alcohol were you drinking, sir? Or had you had?
5.9 beer.
5.9 beer.
Yes, sir.
How many of those did you have?
One.
And how big of a can was that?
The biggest can I've ever seen in my life.
What? About how many ounces?
It was over 16.
Probably 32, huh?
I would think so.
Not that big.
When I got to the counter and looked at it and got me to pay for it, I'm like, I ain't never seen no can this big. But I went on and bought it anyway. I wish I hadn't.
You knew you were gonna buy that. They sell it different. They sell it very different in Detroit than they do in Ann Arbor or Lansing, huh?
Yes, sir. I ain't never seen a can that big.
Would you say that alcohol affected your ability to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes, sir. That plus bad vision. I had nothing. Beg pardon?
No, I'm asking your client, are you satisfied?
Yes.
Court is satisfied. Will you stipulate to the data master results for the purposes of the plea?
So stipulated.
All right, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of operating while visibly impaired. We're going to need to do a pre-sentence investigation report, sir. And I'm going to set you up with that. We're going to refer you back to probation. You may or may not have the same officer that, but we need that pre-sentence investigation report to, for date of sentencing, okay?
Yes.
All right, sentencing is going to be on.
It's in progress.
All right, somebody's interrupting. Lampkin, keep interrupting. Sentencing is going to be on August the 8th. PSI refer.
Excuse me, Judge. What date did you say? I didn't hear that.
I said August the 8th. What is it? The 23rd? 30 days. No, August the 4th. Let's say August the 4th is going to be sentencing.
Okay. What time?
10 a.m.
Okay.
You're going to have to present yourself to probation again. Again, they should reach out to you. You should not have to reach out to them, but you're going to have to get that PSI done. Is this 517-328-9691 number still good?
No, sir.
What is the number that we can reach you at now?
734-465-4708.
All right, we'll change that number in the system. Come back on August the 4th. Hopefully that pre-sentence report is done. We have it in the file, and we'll sentence you on that date. All other bond conditions remain the same. If there's nothing further, sir, I wish you the best of luck and have a very good day. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Judge.
Yes.
For Ruth Gonzalez Espino, did you ever get an interpreter for her?
No, we're waiting on an interpreter now.
Because I spoke with the city attorney about that, and she told me to set it for a trial date. So I don't know.
Yes, I don't know if she's gonna understand.
So just keep.
Well, is this Officer Thomas? All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Jeffrey Lee. Is this Probation Officer Thomas?
Yes, yes, it is.
Officer Thomas, good morning to you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Officer Thomas, good morning to you. You have to unmute yourself. All right, for some reason, he's not responding. Officer Thomas. You went back muted again. Officer Thomas.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Can you are you here for Jeffrey Lee?
I am. Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Joseph Thomas on behalf of the probation department. Mr. Lee has been testing at on-site, Your Honor. I have no missed tests or positive tests.
Very good. All right. Thank you so much. Mr. Lee, you're free to leave. Come back August 4th. Make sure you get that pre-sentence report done, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Best of luck to you. Officer Thomas, do you have anybody else?
Not that I know of, Your Honor.
Tell her you cut me off.
I'll cut you off. All right. We're still waiting on the interpreter. All right, let's go with who's ready?
Ms. Long is ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Long. Ms. Long, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's going to happen now?
So, Judge, the defendant absolutely dropped the ball on the factual basis. She knew right away that she had made a mistake, and she indicated to me in the breakout room that she is pleading guilty. She does want to continue her guilty plea, and she is admitting that she, in fact, was using marijuana. The previous answer was a mistake and incorrect. Is that right, Ms. Long?
I don't understand how you make a mistake like that, Ms. Long. Explain that to me.
Because this is my first time ever doing anything like this. I've never been in trouble, so I'm really extremely nervous. Like I never did nothing like to go to court. So
I can understand you being nervous, but it was a very simple question. Were you smoking marijuana in the vehicle? And you gave me a flat out no answer.
Hello?
It seems like to me you just weren't prepared to either you didn't do it, but now I'm thinking that you don't want to admit to what you did. I don't see how you make a mistake and really nervous.
I'm really nervous. Like
I'm not chalking that up to nerves. So who's underage kids were those in the car?
What happened was
I didn't see that. What happened? I asked you a question.
The driver kids.
And you're smoking marijuana with kids in the car?
No, I was not. I sent the story and everything.
No, I asked you some very simple questions now.
Okay.
Were you in the motor vehicle smoking marijuana?
Yes.
Okay. Were there some underage kids in the car?
Yes.
And you choose to smoke marijuana in the car with underage kids?
It was a little piece. She picked me up. It was a little piece. I put it out. She went to go get the kids. They got in the car. We seen the police officers pulling somebody else over. We rolled past, and that's when they pulled behind us. That's all that happened. And he got out. He pulled her out the car.
Here it is again, Mr. Bachman. I thought your
I
client
don't know
was.
what's going on. I'm confused. I'm nervous. Like, I really don't. Like, this is my first time ever being anything like this. I'm answering the questions.
Okay.
Mr. Bachman, your client is indicating to me by what she just said again with
I don't know what.
There she's talking. Your
wait,
client
Ms. Long.
is saying that she was not smoking marijuana, it sounds like.
No, Your Honor, I believe, and you know, obviously, we're going to defer to your discretion, but I believe what she's saying is they were smoking marijuana in the vehicle. She's admitted to that sometime thereafter, they picked up the kids, she put the marijuana out into the ashtray, and the kids were allowed into the passenger compartment of the vehicle, and thereafter they were stopped by the police, and the marijuana was discovered in the vehicle, and the instant charges result. That was what I believe Miss Long was saying. Am I wrong, Miss Long?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay. That's even when she confirms what I'm saying, Your Honor, it's a little bit awkward how she does it.
So, smoking marijuana in the vehicle or not? Yes or no?
No, I was. Yes, I was.
So what I guess that she's trying to say is that at the time the officer stopped them, then she was not smoking. Is that what you're trying to say, ma'am?
Yes, the kids weren't in the car either. It was gone. And then when she picked up her kids from their friend's house, and then we rolled past and they were behind somebody else, arrested somebody else, or I guess pulled somebody else. We kept driving, and before we got to the corner, that's when he got behind us.
Well, for the purposes of this plea, Officer Martin, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Turn your camera on, please. What is your version?
I'm sorry, 1 second. Someone's got the stop here going. Give me 2 seconds to shut it off. Go ahead again with that question, Your Honor. My apologies.
And we're on the record with Miss Donika Long. What is your version of today? Is the date and time set for a trial? Is a plea right now as charged to the smoking marijuana in the vehicle? What is your version of what you witnessed or saw happen?
I'd have to pull up the other tickets for the reason I stopped the car, but once I stopped the car, I walked up to the vehicle. I smelled a strong odor of burnt marijuana. I did remove the driver from the vehicle. We walked back to my car. I talked to the driver. I asked her, why does the car smell like marijuana? She said, we just got done smoking in the car, and then we picked up the kids. So I'm good with a delayed sentence, Your Honor. It's completely up to your discretion what you want to do with it.
But here it says the passenger smoking marijuana in the motor vehicle. Driver admitted it was her passenger, so she didn't indicate that she was smoking. The driver didn't indicate. She sounded like she threw Miss Long under the bus.
Basically, that's what happened. Yeah, she threw her friend under the bus.
That's what the ticket says. Well, all right, Miss
I'm
Long.
satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
All right, Ms. Long, you've admitted that you were in the vehicle smoking marijuana. So with that admission, I'm going to find you guilty as charged. $240 is going to be the fine. It's going to be a 90-day delayed sentence, ma'am. That means if you don't get in any trouble like this again, then we will dismiss the case if it's paid and you don't get any more trouble. I'm going to give you until September the 22nd, 2025 to pay it. That's your review date at 8/25. You can pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. And to calm your nerves, ma'am, I'm not saying that you're not being truthful. When you explain yourself, I see where you're coming from with that. The case is gonna be dismissed if you don't get in any other trouble. But for my purposes, I wanna make sure that if somebody's taking a guilty plea, then they actually are guilty of what they said or said they're gonna do. I have a lot of people that just come into court and just wanna plead guilty just to get things over. And I want to make sure that you're actually guilty of what they said you did. All right.
Okay.
All right. So that's where my line of questioning came from. And once you said you weren't smoking, which I understand now, you don't feel you were smoking at the time, but you did admit to smoking marijuana in a motor vehicle, which is against the statute. All right.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Long, pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse to pay it. There's many other ways you can pay it too, ma'am, but those are just two best ways. But if you pay it any other ways, they should be in the system by September the 22nd if you pay it earlier. All right.
Okay.
Any further questions, ma'am?
No.
All right, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, who's next?
Ready on
Judge, I've
Samuel
got-
Ovalis. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Roth, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I had two people.
I'll wait.
Give me a name, please.
I've got Mr. Logan, Your Honor, is ready. It's a dismissal.
City of Detroit versus Joseph Montez Logan. Case number is SP1322877, counts 1 and counts 2. SP1688005, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP1688081, counts 1 and counts 2 and count 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Matthew Prepeed 0132 for the defendant. Mr. Logan, your name, please.
Joseph Logan.
Judge, officers failed to appear. We move to dismiss.
All the officers failed to appear?
That is what was represented to me by Ms. Schneider, Your Honor.
Case dismissed, Mr. Loggins. If you don't have any further questions, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm waiting the warrant fee. All right. Anybody else? Who's next?
Samuel Ovalis, please unmute your device and be ready.
Wait a minute. Oh, that was Loggins because it was a final pretrial, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
So was that a jury trial set for tomorrow?
It was, Judge.
Just cancel that jury trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then the other jury trial for tomorrow, I know we haven't called it yet, but Ms. Griffin will probably be a dismissal too. So I think the court can probably call off jurors for tomorrow.
City of Detroit versus Samuel Ovalis, case number SP1697591. Here for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman, the P55052 for the defendant. Please state your full name for the record, sir.
Samuel Antonio Ovalis.
Judge, my client is continuing not guilty plea. This is the date and time for trial without a complaining witness, Officer Kakish. The defense moves to dismiss this case without prejudice. My client's been advised of his rights.
Let's see. I don't see any Officer Cakish here on my list. Any Officer Cakish, Officer Cakish. Hearing no response, I'll dismiss the case. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day, Mr. Orellis.
Let me start off, somebody on lamp.
It's ready, Your Honor.
I'm free to leave.
You're free to leave, sir. Best of luck to you. City of Detroit versus Andrea Lampkin, case number SP 1656741. Counts 1, 2, and 3 appears to be record, please.
Sherry. Ma'am, can you please state your name?
Hello,
Lamp,
Andrea Lampkin.
morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and
Morning.
time set for a pre-trial. You're saying this is a dismissal for provide valid documentation, counsel?
Oh, Your Honor, I'm saying my client is going to admit responsibility to expired plate, but the remaining matters being dismissed. We stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis and stipulate to probable cause for the dismissals.
You want to take the deal, Ms. Lampkin?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you want to take the deal?
Yes.
All right, well, with that stipulation, we'll find your client responsible for, as charged, the expired plate, dismiss the other two matters. $145, Ms. Lampkin, when can you pay?
I can pay it in a couple of weeks if that's okay.
What, 2 weeks? July 7th, 2025, and you have it paid by then?
Yes.
All right, pay it
And
by
it's a,
July.
what you said, 145?
Yeah, well, pay it, yes, pay it at any DivBat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivBat app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. There's nothing further, ma'am. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, who's next?
I've got Judy Griffin ready, Your Honor.
Judy Griffin. City of Detroit versus Judy. Griffin, case number U69017-324. Here's for the record, please.
Matthew Dupree, P 0132 for the defendant. Ms. Griffin, would you unmute your device, state your name, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
State your name, please.
Judy Griffin.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for final pre-trial. Is this the one you're saying is dismissed to because there was not a officer did not appear?
No, Judge. Officer Bolthouse is here, but it will be, well, the defense will nonetheless be moving for dismissal because there appears to be no actual complaint in this matter. It was indicated at the last court date there wasn't a ticket in the court file. Is there one now? Oh, well, then that changes the disposition of this matter, Judge.
Officer Bolthouse, good morning to you. Can you state your name, badge number, and department for the record, please?
Yes, sir. It's going to be Officer Janine Bolthouse, badge 632, City of Detroit, 2nd Precinct.
All right, good morning. You have to turn your camera on, please.
Okay. Yep, I gotcha.
All right. All right. Okay, so good morning to you. All right, so we have, how are we gonna proceed? You need to go back and, I do have a ticket in the file, engage in a legal occupation with the intent to engage in such a legal occupation as a bartender. 331-5-6 is the ordinance that it was written under. 31-5-6.
We would need to pass the matter, Judge, so I can speak to the city attorney.
Very good. All right, let's pass the matter. Ms. Griffin, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Dupree is gonna come see you, and try to get, some understanding. You have an absolute right to a trial. If you don't, tomorrow is set for a jury trial. So, let me put you in a breakout room and wait on Mr. Dupree. Go to room 6, please. All right, let's pass the matter. Who's ready? All right, Marquita Grady, let's. Marquita. City of Detroit versus Marquita Marie Grady, case number SP 1040761, SP 142168833, SP 1699090, counts 1, 2, and 3 is no file. That's of June. She was supposed to be here on the 20th of June. Appearance for the record, please.
Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Marquita Grady. Your Honor, what time slot is this under?
It's not, it's under, she was supposed to be here on, this 20th of June. That's a Friday. She missed the date. All right, so we have, you have your ink pen ready?
I do, Your Honor.
We have a, driving license suspended, driving license never acquired, leaving the scene of a property damage accident, failure to report an accident, and no insurance misdemeanor. Ms. Grady, Ms. Vinek is going to try to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the breakout room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, or we just set another free trial date. Just pass the matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. What about Mark Lane?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, turn your camera on, sir. Was that Officer Bradfield that came in for Mark Lane? Can we get the officer in for Mark? Let's get the probation department in here for Lane. All right. What about who was on that HP device? Is Golly ready?
Vice was Judy Griffin.
Golly ready? All right, nobody responded.
I'm ready. I don't know about an attorney.
Your Honor, I didn't get to speak to Mr. Golly. Did I get him in a breakout room?
Yeah, when the court called his case earlier, he didn't respond. So I think that's what happened.
He didn't respond. He didn't respond. All right, let's go with the city of Detroit, Mr. City of Detroit versus Antonio Golly, case number SP 0813461, SP 1160950, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 133295531. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Golly.
Antonio Golly Jr.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. I believe it's that for pretrial, right, Mr. Berry?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
All right, get Mr. Golly an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, Mr. Golly. Let us know what you want to do when you come out. I think we can release some of these officers now.
Marcus Lewis, I think it's a trial matter. Did this officer here?
Is Marcus Lewis here? Marcus Keith Lewis.
Good morning, I'm here.
Okay, good morning to you. City of Detroit versus Marcus Keith Lewis, case number SP 131-48231. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lewis, please state your name.
Mr. Lewis, Mark Keith Lewis, can you state your name for the record, please?
Marcus Keith Lewis.
All right, he has a warrant out for his arrest for Judge Bryant on an old retail fraud case dating back to '98. So we're here on the driver license suspended. Is there today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer what's that? Is there an Officer Kegler here? Keglar. Officer Kegler. I don't hear any response. I don't see that officer has joined the room.
Let's move to dismiss.
We'll dismiss the case. No officer, sir. If there's nothing further, have a very good day. You do have that open warrant for Judge Bryant. You're going to need to go to Judge Bryant for that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Were you able to help Mr. Dewan Lee?
I think I did. I tried to send it to you via email, Your Honor.
All right, let's go. Okay, let's call it. Let's call it City of Detroit versus Dewan Marcel Lee. Case numbers SP 1386274, SP 1430192, SP 1545528, counts 1 and counts 3, and SP 162835521. Mr. Lee, state your name for the record, please.
Dejan Lee.
All right, today is date and time set for a review. I gave you 80 hours of community service. I said that would clear everything up. You indicated that you did yours at Flip the Script. What did you get out of it, sir?
Out of the community service?
Out of the community service.
Basically, so the program that I did it for, they got all type of different opportunities. So as I was, doing the little hours as I was doing it, I had applied for vocational training, carpentry. So I got that class. I'd go do that twice a week. So I got that out of it.
All right. And what did you do for your community service?
So the building, so far as they be having like broken down boxes and stuff. So I put them in a condoler, just straighten up around when they needed to be straightened up around.
All right. All right. I'm gonna this helps you get a valid driver's license. In the
Oh, I
order.
indicated that I did. So I went, I
Yeah,
took
you
the
did
test. Yeah.
you
So I
got,
passed it. So I gotta wait 30 days to go get my to do the driver's test. I got my permit though.
so what I hope too is, I sincerely hope that you continue with that, that skilled trade program. I mean, you know, I need a carpenter right now. I mean, they're very much in need. Where a shortage of skilled trade workers. It's not just a job, it is a real career where you can make 6 figures easily.
Yeah, yeah.
So if that's not an incentive to continue and complete the program, I don't know what is. So I hope that you do stick with it. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but the reward is very, very great. So I'm gonna close these matters out. All the cases are gonna be closed out based on your completion of the 80 hours of community service. I'm gonna wish you the best of luck, sir. And, you know, I wish you could come back in here one day and tell us you got your journeyman card and that you're a journeyman carpenter. I would love to hear and see that.
I got you, Your Honor. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, best of luck to you. And if we can lend you any other kind of support in that journey, we would love to be supportive of that, all right?
Okay. You have a blessed one.
You have a better one.
Okay.
All right. Who else do we have? Mark Anthony Lane. We're waiting on the probation officer for Mr. Lane. So let some of these officers go. That did not
There's
appear.
another review hearing.
Yeah, Griffin. All right, Grice, let's get Grice going. City of Detroit versus Tamara Grice, case number SP 1318338, counts 2 and counts 3. She had a blocking traffic. I guess that was already maybe adjudicated. I'll tell you, Ms. Grice did pay a no insurance civil infraction that went along with these cases that we call into the record. Appearance for the record, please. Ms. Harris.
Erica Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Mark Rice.
All right.
So
Good morning to you.
all
Right. Good morning to you, ma'am. Do you have clothes on, ma'am?
yes.
All right. All right. Let's, I said Mr. Grace paid a related civil infraction, no insurance proof. Give Ms. Grice an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, Ms. Grice, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
All right.
Let's pass the matter. Oh, Raymond on the bench warrant, enter not guilty plea on her behalf and give her a $0 bond. All right, so let's excuse these officers. I think we have everybody else out except for. So India Greer is here. Marcus Lewis, we just left. Darius Lowe, I have not seen him. Odell is here. Okay, so the officers on Darius Lowe. Darius Lowe, is that Mr. Bachman's client? let's let Mr. Bachman come out, see if he's heard anything from his client, and then we'll excuse the officers. But at this point, we can excuse the officers. There's no Darius Lowe. I haven't heard from him. Let me make sure he's in one of these rooms. All right. Officers for Darius Lowe, you're excused. Ms. Snyder, I think they want you in breakout room 4.
May I please have co-host abilities, Your Honor? Thank you.
All right. Ms. Cox, we have Ms. Barrett, are you there?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
All right, can we check Bryce's license, please? Ms. Cox, are you there? Good
Yes,
morning,
Your Honor, I'm right here.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Maria Cox, COX.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you'll truly, accurately, and impartially interpret the matter now before the court, not involves confidential communication, so help you God?
I do.
Do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability you'll interpret from English to Spanish to English?
I do.
You can put your hand down. This is the city of Detroit versus Ruth Margarita Gonzalez Espinal, case number SP 1668898, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 170942201. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Melita Barrett on behalf of Miss.
Hold on, Ms. Barrett.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Llamando el caso contra Ruth Margarita González Espinal, tiene tres tiquetes, SP 17094201, SP 170998, cargos 1 y 2.
Buenos días.
Okay. Melita Barrett on behalf of Ruth Gonzalez.
La abogada Melita Barrett, representando a la señora Ruth González.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Oh, she didn't say her name for the record.
Por favor, ¿puede decir su nombre para las escrituras?
Ruth Margarita González Espinal.
Okay. Judge, I had a chance to speak with the city prosecutor, and the indication is these matters should be set for a bench trial.
Su honoría, yo tuve la oportunidad de hablar con la abogada fiscal que representa la ciudad y debemos o pedimos que esto sea pospuesto para un juicio en banca con el juez nada más.
Okay.
All right, trial date is going to be July 15th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Excuse me, Judge. Judge, I'm not available at that time.
El juez dio la fecha del 15 de julio a las 9 de la mañana. La abogada Barrett dijo, yo no estoy disponible ese día.
What is your availability?
Cuando usted
Judge,
disponible, señora.
Judge, I need to go. I have a lot of trials and stuff already set in July. Do you have something the first part of August?
Su honoría, yo tengo muchas cosas que ya tengo en el horario en julio. ¿Podríamos posponerlo hasta la primera semana de agosto?
Sí, no hay problema.
Yes, that's not a problem.
We haven't got through this, so we'll just go August 1st.
Trial is August the 1st at 9 a.m.
¿Le parece el 1 de agosto a las 9 de la mañana?
Sí, no hay problema.
Yes.
Judge, is it possible to do it the 4th instead of the 1st?
Su honoría, ¿podríamos hacerlo? Pidió la abogada el 4 de agosto en vez del 1.
Ok, no hay problema.
That wouldn't be a problem.
August the 4th. There's nothing further. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Excuse me, Judge, what time?
9 a.m.
El 4 de agosto, ¿están de acuerdo los dos? 4 de agosto a las 9 de la mañana. Your Honor,
Sí.
this is interpreter. Will it be via Zoom?
Yes.
Señora, y es por medio de Zoom, lo clarifiqué con el juez por el mismo número con que se comunicó hoy.
Ok.
Okay.
Have a
¿No tiene
very
más
good day.
nada? Si no tiene más nada, que tenga buen día.
Igualmente a todos.
Thank you. The same to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Cox. Thank you. All
Bye-bye.
right. This is the City of Detroit versus Shannon Lene Gillespie Alexander, case number SP 1682762. State your name for the record, please.
Shannon Gillespie Alexander.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Today is the date and time set for review. The only thing is, I don't see that you are fined anything. Let's see. Community service, ma'am.
Yes. You said, did I finish it?
Yes.
I have 2 more hours. The weather, I work outside, so when it rains and stuff, that we have to stop. So I have 2 more hours left.
Are you
But I did
driving?
10. No.
All right. All right. Who are you doing with the community service hours with?
With the I think it's called the Treehouse. It's on Detroit on the east side. We're doing like gardening and everything outside around the community.
Will you be done?
You said, what have I done?
When will you be done?
I want to say by this week, because I only got 2 more hours left. It's
Come
just the
back
weather.
in.
So.
Come
It's
back
just
in for. Come back in for review on next Monday. All right, June the 30th.
Can I do another day? I have class on Monday. Can I do maybe Tuesday?
Back on the July the 1st at 8:25.
Okay.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Bryce, all right. Bryce has a valid driver's license. Attorney Edison, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Oh, well, who's your client?
Your Honor, I don't have one on today's docket. It is on the docket in August, and I just wanted to speak with the clerk or find out who the corporation counsel is to see if I can't address it prior to that date.
What's the client's name?
Last name is Gray. First name is Joaquin, Joaquin.
Is that J-R-A-G-R-A-Y?
Yes, Gray. Yes, Your Honor.
Show cause in 336. You want to speak to the city attorney?
Yes.
In breakout room, well, she was in breakout room 4. I think she may have gone to another courtroom. Hang out. Go ahead. Oh no, Schneider's here in room 1. Go to room 4 and you can speak with her. I'll send her in there.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor?
Yes. Bryce has a valid license, Miss. Let's go back on the record with Golly. Giving you an opportunity, sir, to speak to counsel. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Your Honor, could we confirm Mr. Golly has a valid license?
All right, let's go back on the record with Miss. Let's pass down. Let's go back on the record with Bryce. What We're gonna dismiss the cases, Ms. Grice, for paying a related civil infraction and for providing valid documentation. Right? Ms. Grice, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're dismissing the cases, ma'am. We'll waive the warranty, all right?
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Say that again. Waiting on a city attorney for Lane. Let's go. Golly does not have a valid license.
Yes, sir, I does. I currently stay in Ohio. I have an Ohio driver's license.
No way I can confirm that. I guess if you have one of the officers, maybe they could help you, but his Michigan license has been canceled.
Okay. I'm going to go speak to the prosecutor, Your Honor.
Very well. All right. What about Leggett? Mr. Leggett, good morning to you.
Good morning.
In the meantime, Ms. Harris, Miss Williams Law had to step away. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Leggett. Mr. Leggett has 3 cases up today, but he also has pre-hearings on 3 cases on July the 9th. Those 3 cases that are on pre-hearing are drove in an unsafe manner, brake lights, and improper equipment. He can choose to get a global offer, or he can choose to get an offer today on the 3 cases and then go to the pre-hearing and deal with those other 3. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, get him an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, Mr. Leggett, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, please.
Okay.
Is Ms. Snyder here?
Your Honor, I'm also waiting on an SOS on Marquita Grady.
All right, let's.
Thank you.
That's on Marquita Brady.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
Did Mr. Douglas check in? Lagon Douglas, that was mine too.
I have Lagon Joseph Lagon. Marvin Lagon Douglas. I didn't have him checked in.
Okay, yeah, because they got Lagon list. Okay. All right, that was mine too. Thanks.
Get an officer. Probation officer. What about Claudia Garcia? She's gone. Bryce is gone. India Greer was here. Where's India Greer? I don't believe India Greer. She came in, but she's gone. All right, officers for Darius Lowe are free to leave. And then we're waiting on the officers for Odell. Officer for Gray. Gray is gone. He took a plea. Officer Gagnon. For Grady, Marquita Grady, her license is valid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No.
India Greer, did she drop off?
She was here,
Yeah,
but she seems to have dropped off. She had the Motorola device.
I believe, Your Honor, she would have otherwise been entitled to a dismissal of the case today against her.
Talk to this, I don't have any objection. I know she showed, so.
Okay, so
Talk to, Miss, turn your TV off, golly, please, or mute it, please.
I got you.
since that matter was scheduled for trial and no complaining witness appeared, Your Honor, and because the defendant did appear for some period of time in this meeting today, I'd ask if we could have the case called. I will put that on the record and make a motion to dismiss.
No objection from the city.
Oh, I'll have to ask Alexa. I'll be right back. I'm gonna just text her. And I'm ready on Mr. Odell. If we could just confirm he has a valid driver's license, we have compliance dismissals down the line for him. Mr. Odell, I need to talk to you.
Hoffman. There.
Join the breakout room, sir.
Odell's license is valid.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be right back.
Ready on it when you,
Ready on who?
Marquita Grady.
Let's go back on the record with this, let's call it City of Detroit versus Marquita Grady. Case number SP 1040761, SP 142168333, SP 1699090, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor, for the record, Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Marquita Grady. Ms. Grady, please state your full name for the record.
Keita Marie Grady.
Thank you. And Your Honor, I have had the opportunity to discuss this matter both with the city attorney as well as with Ms. Grady. I do believe that Ms. Grady does understand her trial rights. And at this time, Your Honor, there is a resolution. Ms. Grady will be tendering a plea to fail to report an accident, which is a 0-point offense. In addition to that, Ms. Grady will be tendering a plea to improper plates. The balance, Ms. Grady's license is in compliance via an SOS check, and the balance of the matters, therefore, Your Honor, will be dismissed.
By Ms. Grady's reaction, I don't think she understands what's going on. So why don't you go back in the breakout room and explain it?
Thank you. Ms. Grady, please go back in your breakout room. Thank you.
How do I do that?
Just push your screen and your breakout room should pop up.
Are we ready on Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Judy Griffin. Ms. Griffin, I've given you an opportunity, or Mr. Free, I've given you an opportunity to pre-try. Did we call it City of Detroit versus Judy Griffin, case number U690173324? Go ahead, Mr.
Thank you, Judge Matthew Dupree, 0132 for the defendant. Ms. Griffin, your name again, please.
Hello, my name is Judy Griffin.
Judge, the defense now has a separate motion to dismiss. This motion is based off of the failure of the prosecution as required by MCL 767.44 to provide a bill of particulars on defense request. I submitted a written request to the prosecution on April the 4th asking for a bill of particulars. Specifically, Judge, this is my client's accused of having been a bartender at a establishment that was in some way not properly licensed. I asked the city to provide me a breakdown of what licenses this establishment did not have. We're now the day before trial. I have not been provided with that information. I would therefore contend that the state has, or the city has failed to live up to its statutory obligations, and I would contend that this is grounds for dismissal. I would say it would be grounds for dismissal without prejudice, but I do believe it is grounds for dismissal nonetheless.
Can you state that that statute number again?
Certainly, Judge. It's MCL 767.44.
Ms. Schneider, appearance for the record, please.
Alexa Schneider for the people, P80322. Attorney Dupree and I did discuss this matter in the breakout room. Just for the record, the request was not actually sent to me. It was sent to a supervisor, but it is someone in this office. He forwarded me the email. I agree it was sent on that date in April, and we have not provided it. I would ask if Your Honor is inclined to grant the dismissal, I would just ask that it be without prejudice, but Your Honor note that Officer Bolthouse did appear today.
Yeah, I noted that Officer Bolthouse appeared. She put her appearance on the record. I'm not finding that MCL. Let me go to the MCL. Let me go to the MCL.
Judge. And Judge, I'll just say for the record, the reason it was sent, I sent it to Ms. Walker, and the reason for that is it was right after there had been a change in the line city attorney for this courtroom as a result of Mr. Bowman's departure.
Yeah, I wasn't so concerned about that. It's you got it sent. There's no issue of that. MCL
767.44, Your Honor. And Judge, I will just say, I think I should make a record that based off of what I know of the case law of Bill of Particulars, it is within the discretion of the trial court to determine whether a bill is necessary in the case and appropriate, and whether dismissal is the appropriate sanction. So I don't think the statute doesn't explicitly demand dismissal, but it's within the court's discretion to grant it. And I think in this case, it would be warranted, particularly without prejudice.
I'm reading the statute that you provided. The following forms may be used in the cases in which they are applicable, but any other forms authorized by this or any other law of this state may also be used. And they have a list of cases of adultery. Right.
At the very bottom, Judge, it says the prosecuting attorney, if reasonably, well, actually, it says seasonably requested. I'm assuming that's a typo and they meant reasonably requested. But it was a season when I requested it, so if that's the necessary provision. But regardless, if reasonably requested by the respondent, shall furnish a bill of particulars setting up specifically the nature of the offense charged.
All right, and it doesn't give me, it doesn't have any authority that I see, whether grounds for dismissal or anything like that. Now, what you're saying is, you're saying that there's nothing been provided that this place was illegal, first and foremost. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Judge, I guess what I'm saying is I don't know. I have no idea why the place was illegal, what provisions it's alleged to have violated of the city code. I'm not, obviously it would be an issue for trial whether it was illegal, but essentially I'm unable to prepare on that issue because I don't know in which ways it is alleged that the establishment was violating the city code.
And the response was that the city does admit that there was a request for the bill of particulars, but that request was never processed for some reason or other. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And is there any objection that I do have the discretion to either all the way up to dismissal on the matter? Is that correct?
I would have to agree with brother counsel, Your Honor. I believe it is a matter of the court's discretion. I would have to look into it more. We did just discuss this morning because as I said, he wasn't aware that I didn't know that request had been made. But it was made to my office. So if Your Honor, again, if Your Honor is inclined to grant his request, I would just ask that it be a dismissal without prejudice. If you're inclined to partially grant his request, I would ask for an adjournment of at least 2 weeks so that we could provide that information to him, get it timely, and then prepare for the jury trial.
Well, either way it goes, it can be, if I go all the way up to dismissal, it can be brought back anyway, because it would be, I just grant it without prejudice. So I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss without prejudice, and you know, everybody still has recourse if they feel that the city wants to refile. I do feel it is an issue of whether the actual place was. Let me check the statute. Statute operating illegal occupation, it shall be unlawful for any person to engage in an illegal occupation or to loiter in a place of illegal occupation with the intent to engage in such a legal occupation. And that's kind of right, kind of broad. I don't hear anything about whether the defendant would have to know that they're actually in an illegal occupation. So I'm gonna go ahead and grant the motion to dismiss based on the council's motion. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would just ask for the record to Attorney Dupree, if you know of any other pending requests for such a bill in particulars, please forward it to me and I will get on top of it. And then for Officer Bolthouse, I will send you an email about this later on today. Thank you.
If it's nothing further, Officer Bolthouse, be safe out there. Ms. Griffin, case dismissed. Mr. Dupree, you have a very good day as well. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Everybody have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are we ready on anyone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ready.
We are. Okay, go ahead, Ms. Fanning.
Marquita Grady's ready.
Let's go City of Detroit. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Grady. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, for the record, Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Marquita Grady. Ms. Grady, please state your full name for the record.
Marquita Marie Grady.
Thank you. And Your Honor, I've had a chance once again to speak to Ms. Grady, and I do believe that she has a full understanding of the offer, as has been stated on the record, again, that Ms. Grady will be tendering a plea to a reduced charge of failing to report an accident, which is a 0-point offense, as well as improper plates. The balance to be dismissed, again, Ms. Grady's license is in compliance, Your Honor, and I do believe that she does have a full understanding of the plea offer at this time, Your Honor.
All right, you want to take the deal, Ms. Brady?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and/or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Vinek went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Questions about those rights?
Yes.
What kind of questions do you have about the rights?
Oh, no, I don't have no questions about the rights. All right, it's hard to hear it. You turn it up. Okay.
Make sure you hear, and if you can't hear me, then you need to speak up, or we can try to adjust the volume, because if you answer the question, I'm going to expect that you understood the question, okay?
Okay.
All right. You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
No, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to March the 24th, 2025 at around 1:07 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Evergreen and Joy Road. Were you operating a motor vehicle that night?
Yes.
Did you have an accident?
Yes.
What did you hit?
A car.
Your
I
Honor,
didn't hit.
actually, Your Honor, if we could do a no contest plea on this matter, and I do believe that as there was an accident due to threat of civil liability, I don't believe that Miss Grady is at fault, but in the realms of justice, if we could ask for a no contest plea in this matter.
Any objection from the city? Go to the city and see if they have any objection to a no contest plea and the basis for that no contest plea, Counselor?
Threat of civil liability, Your Honor.
For civil liability. All right, go to the breakout room and see if there's any objection to it.
Is Miss Schneider here?
She's in the breakout room.
Okay, I don't have access. Is she in room 5?
In room 4,
I don't have access to the breakout rooms. If you can give that to me. Thank you.
Still no Bradford Hill on Lane. Oh, he did send it to you?
No, I sent a message. He said, okay.
I'm still here, Judge.
Yeah, I see. Came in earlier, but he left out.
No.
All right, let's go back on the record with Brady. It's fine.
Yes, Your Honor, I've had, for the record, Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Marquita Grady. Your Honor, I have had the opportunity to discuss this with Ms. Schneider, the city attorney. She stated she had no objection to a no contest plea due to threat of civil liability.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that no contest plea.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulate. Thank you.
Cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
I'm sorry?
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulate.
All right, I'm finding your client. The no contest plea is going to be treated like a guilty plea for sentencing purposes. I guess I did hear. I don't like the leaving the scene of an accident, especially when someone hits someone's car. based on the nature of the ticket, it says defendant failed to report accident immediately to police. Per video from victim crash, I observed the defendant leave the scene of the accident, failed to report per lead. I wanted to hear an explanation for your client for basic purposes of sentencing on her version. I don't know if you want her to articulate that or not on the record.
Your Honor, we would rather, as it is a no contest plea, we would rather, let the record. Sorry?
So rather not?
We'd rather not, as it is a no contest plea, Your Honor, due to threat of civil liability.
I want to find your client 240 and 240. Dismiss the other matters. Your client owes a old expired plate 228 and old failure to stop 156. I'll dismiss them upon payment. When can you pay it, Ms. Brady?
How much is it in total, Your Honor?
Well, I'm talking about the 240 and 240. You're still gonna owe another 228 and another 156 and another $45. But I'm just concerned about the 480.
I need a couple weeks.
All right, come back July the 7th, 2025 at 8:25. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the case. If it's not paid, I need to know why. Okay, Ms. Brady?
Okay.
All right, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's call the City of Detroit versus Mark Lane. Case number D80856001. Apparent, state your name for the record, Mr. Lane.
Good morning, Judge. Mark Lane.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Officer Bradfield, good morning to you. Can you put your name and position on the record, please?
Morning, Your Honor. Gary Bradfield appearing on behalf of the probation department.
All right, can you give us an update on Mr. Lane's progress?
Your Honor, Mr. Lang has been on probation since February 21st of 2025 for 6 months. It's operating while visibly impaired. Mr. Lane was ordered to pay $920, ordered to submit to random drug and alcohol testing twice per month, complete the victim's impact panel, complete alcohol highway safety class, view consequences video, pay outstanding tickets, and take care of warrants. And no illegal drugs and no drinking. Mr. Lane reports as directed. He has been drug screening twice a month as ordered by the court. He's been negative. He has not been drinking. Mr. Lane's last drug screen was on June 10th, 2025. Mr. Lane had been making payments. His current balance is $420. We think he's doing pretty well so far. He has to complete the victim's impact panel, alcohol highway safety, and the consequences video. He does have some more time left on his probation. We want his probation to be continued.
All right.
Am I able to? Yes, I did complete the highway intervention class. I got the certificate and I sent the email to my probation officer as well.
All right, well, we've got some other things to complete and pay the money. When can the stuff be done, sir?
I have all I have left is the one class that's in person to complete. I completed the consequences video and I took the MAD VIP online class. I got my certificate as well for that.
Mr. Lane, can you send those documents again, sir? I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I emailed it to you at the EVAY2004@gmail.
That is you referring to Mr. Rice. I'm talking about send those to me, your probation officer, sir. Thank you.
I believe I had the wrong email then.
All right, so that's just a matter of, but when can you finish the stuff up?
The extra $420.
And you have an in-person class, right?
Yep. And those are the last two things. The
Is
payment.
the class scheduled?
Yes, I called them. They didn't have anything for the rest of this month, so they told me they'd have one next month, I believe, on the 10th, and I was going to go to that one.
Well, you haven't paid?
Yes, I paid $500 so far.
All right, let's go with the review on July the 15th, 2025 at 8:25, okay?
Okay, and a quick question, Judge. Is there a way I could do like community service for these payments, or would I have to come up with the cash for the payment?
You want to do some community service, we can. I mean, is there any statutory, can we waive those statutory payments if he does community service? I believe I can. So $420, that would be uh 21 hours of community service.
Okay. That would be fine.
I'm gonna refer the matter to community service. The number over there is 313-965 31. No, just strike that 313-965-8130. I think Ms. Sheldon is community service coordinator. I'll refer the matter to community service. What's a good number to reach you at?
313-587-7416.
All right, all other bonding conditions remain in place. Congratulations on staying sober. I appreciate that. And come back on July the 15th. We'll see where your progress is, all right?
Okay, thank you, Honor. I'll see you then.
Mr. Lane, can you call me after this hearing, sir? Do you have my phone number?
Yes, I do.
Call me after this hearing, sir, so I can get those documents from you. You probably
I'm sorry.
emailed the wrong person, okay?
Can you confirm your number just so I make sure I have the right one?
313?
Yes.
965-3422. Do you have it?
Oh, yep, it's in here. Okay.
Give me a call, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Y'all everybody have a good day.
You too.
All right. Let's call, well, who are we ready on?
Ready on Golly, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Who was that? Golly, let's go back on the record with Mr. Golly. Mr. Golly, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client will avail himself of the people's current offer, which is to allow him to enter a plea to improper place and the remaining matters to be dismissed.
You want to take the deal, Mr. Golly? Where's Mr. Golly?
He's on the screen. You have to unmute Mr. Golly.
Mr. Golly, he's gone again. Passed the matter. He'll be last. Second time he's done that. Who's ready?
Ready on India Career.
Call the City of Detroit versus India C. Greer, case number B135732225, B135733325, B135734425. Appearance for the record, please.
Harry Boffman for the defendant. Miss Greer appeared earlier, Your Honor, and for some technical reason has dropped off and not returned. In the interim, Your Honor, this matter is set for trial. There has been no complaining witness to check in this matter. and that would have been a Inspector Bartley. These are dog cases. For that reason, I'm asking the court to consider a motion to dismiss these cases without prejudice. My client has been advised of her rights.
Did you speak to Miss Schneider about it?
Yes, we spoke earlier in the morning. This was probably about 9 a.m. She acknowledged that she hadn't seen her Inspector Bartley, and if that continued to be the case, then she understood I was going to make this motion.
And she understood that your client fell off?
Yes.
All right, I'll dismiss the case. No officer. All right.
Thank you.
What's next?
So now we're also ready on Odell.
All right, let's call the city of Detroit versus Ranji Jacquees Odell. Case number SP 1163626, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 121953661, SP 122266703, SP 1236536, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1274873, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1326160, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 132626161. SP 1341791, SP 1364999, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1368642, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1625846, SP 1647284, count 1 and count 2. SP 1701921, SP 1702021, SP 1707923, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1707951, SP 1719200, counts 1 and counts 2. And count 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. State your name, sir.
Ranji Jacquees Odell.
To the defendant's credit, he does have current valid registration, insurance, and driver's license. For that reason, the majority of these cases will be dismissed for compliance. I stipulate to probable cause for that recommendation from the prosecutor. My client has also agreed to plead responsible on case ending in 9231. That is where the defendant is charged with the civil infraction of expired plates. He will pay ostensibly $145 fine on that count, and on count ending in 9232, wherein the defendant is charged with violating, not having his registration certificate, the defendant will pay the civil infraction amount of $90. The balance of the matters will be dismissed on my stipulation of probable cause, which I've given for the recommendation, Your Honor, and for the reason that the defendant is in compliance. He does have registration, insurance, and valid driver's license today.
Who's here on officer or officers for Odell?
Officer Delboski is here, Your Honor.
Officer Delboski, you're back?
Yes, I am back, Your Honor.
Good to have you back. State your name for the record, the badge number, and department, please.
Yes, sir. Officer Delboski, Detroit Police, badge 4916.
Officer Martin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Officer Martin, 10th Precinct, badge 4091, Detroit Police Department.
Is that good morning, Officer Amara? Are you here for Martin?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Officer Amir Amin Ra, badge 288, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning to you. Who else is here for Odell?
Officer Stewart, badge number 4656, Detroit Police Department.
All right. Good morning to you. Anybody else here for Odell?
Officer Del Zacchio, sir.
I need to turn the camera on, Officer Del Zacchio, and state your name, badge number, and your.
Officer Del Zacchio, badge 706, Detroit Police Department.
You need to turn your camera on.
Should be working now. Yep.
Del Zacchio. All right, anyone else here? Or Odell? So let me ask you this. Lad was here. Still here, he left.
Might move.
Why should I just dismiss all these cases? Because you got a license now, Mr. Odell. Tell me that.
I'm sorry, I could not hear you.
Why should I dismiss all these cases now that you got a valid license?
Honestly, because it took a lot for me to get my license. I had to pay a lot of tickets to get my license before this. I had to pay a nice amount of registration fees, not nice amount of tickets. Basically, I done been through a lot to get my license.
Yeah, but you put yourself in that position, right?
Yes, sir.
I will say that most of these tickets are most of these tickets are for just document tickets. Some of the other tickets we won't know with the allegations because the officer didn't show up. And you said what was the deal?
Judge, he's going to pay 2 of the civil infractions. The first ending in 9231, wherein he's charged with charged with expired plates. That's $145.
And
The second civil
fiction
ends in 9232, and that the defendant owes $90 for no proof of registration.
All right. Because there are, pretty much all of them are document tickets. I don't see anything that you were driving any way reckless or anything like that, or even speeding or anything. I'm going to give you this break this time and accept the deal, and the fact that you worked to get the valid license. Court doesn't recognize that. That's the most important thing that we want. So hopefully with that license, you'll treat it like it's gold, sir. You know how hard it was to get. And so I'll find them responsible for as charged to the expired plate be $145, and the no registration will be $90, and I will dismiss the other matters with stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
All right, officers Martin, Delvacchio, Stewart, Amon-Ra, and Delbosco, be safe out there, and best of luck to you both. And Mr. Odell, when can you pay?
Can I get 30 days?
Now that picture is a keeper. It's so cute. Can I have them? First, you can't have that. His name's Coco, and he's one of my absolute favorites. Okay.
Paid by July 23rd, 2025 at paid at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, sir. If you don't have anything further, congratulations on the license, sir, and have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Mr. Baughman, you have anybody else?
That's everything, Your Honor. Have a great day, please.
All right, you as well. All right,
Bye,
let's call
everybody.
Let's call the city of Detroit versus Jacob Latrell Leggett. Case number SP 1717740, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 171777701, SP 1732640, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Chair Rika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Leggett, please state your name for the record.
Jacob Leggett.
Yeah, turn your TV off, whatever's in the background. All right. Good morning to you. Today is date and time set for a pre-trial. Well, the other stuff is not on the docket for today for show cause. I'm gonna enter not guilty plea on this behalf, give a $0 bond on the other things. Just set a trial date. Just keep the, do you want the other stuff that you want to go to the formal hearing on that date, or what does he want to do?
My understanding, he wanted to keep them separate. And he wanted the court to be aware that he had his valid registration.
Just bring the valid registration back in on the trial date, sir. Trial is going to be July the 15th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And then you have that pre-hearing. I can get you the date if you don't have it.
It's July 9th, isn't it?
July 9th, I think it was, yes. So go to that, make sure you go to that pre-hearing and then come back here on July 15th and bring your document, have your documentation, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, Mr. Leggett, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, who else is next? Golly, are you ready now?
Golly, Your Honor.
Golly, you keep walking away from the camera, sir. Let's go back on the record. Golly, what was the offer, Mr. Berry? Improper plates?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Rest dismissed?
Correct, Your Honor.
You want to take the deal, Mr. Golly?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Are you put your hand down? Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
I couldn't hear you, sir.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes. Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to March 23rd, March 31st, 2022 at around 6 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Santa Clara and Lasher. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir. I was pulled over in my girlfriend's car.
And so that was his girlfriend's car. Is any of these cars yours that you got pulled over in? This,
honestly, no.
None of the cars are his, Mr. Berry.
Okay.
Does he want to plead to one of these? Does he want to plead to one of these driving while license suspended? Amended count of allowing is the same effect as an improper plate, not abstract to the Secretary of State. Therefore, it doesn't carry any points, and I'll dismiss upon payment. You want to plead to one of these driving while license suspended, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's draw your attention back to February 2nd, 2021 at around 3:32 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Nevada and Finland Street. Have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department.
Yes, sir. I was pulled over.
And were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, yes, sir.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, he did. But I was never.
At that time, you couldn't produce that license, could you?
No.
Why is that? You didn't have
because
it.
I never was issued one. I never had one.
Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. Stipulate the probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
I'll waive the warrant fee. You'll pay any reinstatement fee. And $240 is what I'm concerned about. When can you pay it, sir?
Thursday.
All right.
In 2 days.
You want to come back Friday morning, make sure it's paid, and I can dismiss the case?
Yes, sir.
Come back on June 27th at 8:25. Pay the DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. You're going to see some other fees that you never paid, but I'm concerned about just the $240 in this case. All right.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too, sir.
Thank you. Jayla Lovely was here last week. I don't know what happened to her cases. Attorney Cripps. Jayla Lovely.
Yes.
Jayla Lovely. Good morning to you, ma'am. Turn your camera on, please. You were here last week. I don't know if you fell off, but your cases are set for trial on July the 17th.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know what date.
At 9 a.m. July 17th at 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, be safe. Have a very good day. July 17th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Cripps. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
Who's your client?
Victor Lindsay. I don't know if it's on the docket today or not.
It was. I don't know what happened to him. Let's see what was entered. Victor Lindsay. Was Victor Lindsay on the docket?
The review.
For review, we dismissed the case. He paid.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Best of luck to you.
All right, it's good seeing you. Have a great day.